Terry Guerin Scoggins Political Newsletter, Bible Prophecy Times Edition Update. The downside of socialized medicine has been censored out of the American media. Many have not heard the opposing viewpoint, as the Democrats running our media do not want the American public to see the downside of socialized medicine, having it painted in a negative light. Case in point, the American public was not made aware that Medicaid now has a recovery clause. Obama wrote a recovery clause into Medicaid so that all those over age 55 that signed on to Medicaid have their property seized at their death to cover medical costs. Was this recovery clause also written into Obamacare by Obama? America's wealth was attained by the middle class and upper middle class through the right of inheritance. We know if the grandparents were poor, how much less their grandchildren will have. That is a fact of life. Our founding fathers wrote in the right of inheritance because they saw the poverty that comes upon a nation that is not allowed to give their property to their children and to their children's children. The right of inheritance is the root of America's wealth. Those that have signed on to Medicaid and possibly Obamacare have no idea that their children will not receive an inheritance. Their property will be seized at their death due to Obama's recovery clause. This will ensure poverty on the next generation and the generation after that. It would be wise for those signing on to Medicaid and possibly Obamacare to have their property's deed already have their children's name added in along with theirs, showing their name and their children's name as the deed holders, or signing the property over into a life estate. A life estate allows the life tenant, the property owner, or the parent to live in the property until their death with their children's name on the deed. A life estate allows the life tenant to sublet the property or rent that property out. A per attribui, akin to a life estate, does not allow this. Obama, having the media sell his Obamacare, violated the laws that our founding fathers put into place, stopping the media from being intertwined with our government, ending the chance of it becoming a propaganda outlet. We see this in the many attempts they've made to cover for all the negative sides of the socialized medicine. Another case in point would be their attempts to censor out the truth that Obamacare has age discrimination, that high priority status goes to those under the age of 20, low priority status goes to those over age 40, and lowest priority goes to those over age 64. Age is a protected class. It violates the civil rights of the elderly to be bumped to the back of the line, letting their younger peers get better health care than they do. Make sure to document the level of health care your family members receive, of which are elderly and on Obamacare or Medicaid. Be ready to file a lawsuit for age discrimination when necessary. Going on to the topic of what many called death panels, a board written into Obamacare assigned the job of cutting off the terminally ill from health care due to the cost of keeping them alive, adding into their decision-making process to be considered was their age and prognosis of life expectancy. This was much akin to Canadian socialized medicine's laws cutting off treatment of the terminally ill after age 55. Another factoid our liberal Democrat media purposed to keep from the American public. The United States media, going against the Fairness and Doctrine Act, that was to make the media bring forth both sides of a debate, have broken the law by not showing the opposing viewpoint that opposes socialized medicine and Obamacare. Obama added to this problem by pushing the media to sell Obamacare illegally. Our media is not a propaganda outlet for the state, thanks to our founding fathers. This has been another edition of Carrie Guerin-Scoggins' Political Newsletter Bible Prophecy Times Edition Update. Look for more information, Carrie Guerin-Scoggins' Political Newsletter and Carrie Guerin-Scoggins' Political Newsletter Bible Prophecy Times Edition, Facebook pages and bloggers.